Oh, info dealer, info dealer, info dealer. Oh, that's for everyone else to figure out. You can't tell them that kind of stuff. I'm kidding. You guys can do whatever you want in chat. I can't control you. I have one rule and one rule only that I hopefully everyone follows, and I'll get into that rule here shortly when I go through all the rules. So anyways, we're going to do Who's That Character? We are on volume 5. Who's That Character rules. You have 8 rounds to name that character. Yes, you will be given 8 clues as to who is the feature character today. So remember that. You have 8 clues. And you have 3 guesses, and then you're out. So in those 8 clues, you have 3 guesses total. And I do track everyone's guesses. Once you give all 3 guesses, I'll let you know that you are out. I will reveal the winners once all 8 clues are given. So if you get the feature character while I'm giving the clues, I won't tell you either way if you got it right or wrong. I'll wait till the very end to let you guys know who got it right, who got it wrong. Actually, I'll probably just tell you who got it right. I won't tell you who got it wrong. Clues will be based on resource management series, which you guys will get that clue always first. In-game data today, there's only 1 clue that is in-game data. The rest of the clues, the other 6 clues today, are based on the comics, but there may be some other hints sprinkled throughout. If you guys have seen other Who's That Character, you guys know I like to put other non-verbal clues in these slides. Who's That Character rules again, page 2. The feature character is never in the silhouettes. Again, this is the most important thing that most people get confused on. The feature character is never in the silhouettes. However, the silhouettes could be a clue. Clues can be recapped, but I will not go back through the slides. The feature character will always be a character in Marvel Strike Force. That's another important one. I realized in the last time we did Black Panther last week, or not last week, on Monday. Why am I thinking last week? Monday. Someone guessed Fing Fang Foom, and I actually wrote it down like it was a valid guess, knowing that that is not a character in Marvel Strike Force. So yeah, the feature character is a character in Marvel Strike Force. And as always, I always like to put this here because I have changed things since volume 1. Is rules are subject to change, but usually the rules are changed for the best interest of the game. Who's That Character scoring? All right, this is how the scoring works. If you guess correctly on the first clue, that is worth 8 points. If you guess correctly on the second clue, you score 7 points. Scoring keeps going like this until we reach the last clue, which is only worth 1 point. If you are the first to name the featured character, it is worth an additional point on the leaderboard. And guys, you guys can see the leaderboard on my Discord if you're a member of it. I would show the leaderboard right now, but we're already too far in for me to show the leaderboard. But I might add that in the future. Not a bad thing to add. All right, guys. Now, here's my one big pet peeve rule. Cheating. I absolutely don't want to see any kind of cheating. I'm not Scopely, right? I'm not Scopely. I will take action to protect the integrity of this game. If you're caught cheating, you will be banned from participating in Who's That Character, which will just be me or Mod timing you guys out from participating in the future one if you're gonna cheat. I've already Googled some of the questions I'm going to ask, so I already know what comes up. So if I see someone constantly guessing what I've already Googled, I'm going to know you probably Googled. So don't Google. Because at the end of the day, guys, this is a game. Have fun with it. Have fun. It's a game. No need to take it all serious. Who's that? Wombat? Oh, I can skip Wombat. It's Hero Fools. All right, guys. So I think you guys are ready for the very first clue. And the very first clue today is the feature character today is in the top 30% of all characters of usage. Currently the score of 48 and ranks 55 out of 198 characters. And just also a side note, I'd like to hear since April, resource management now includes gamma raids and scourge events as part of the scoring. I don't know. All right, I'm not counting that Sharon Carter our guess because I don't know. So any characters I now see you guys write in chat is going to officially be a guess. This is the first clue. You have 8 total. You have 3 guesses. I'll give you guys a minute on this one to ponder it, to think about it, and then as soon as a minute passes or I'm done writing down guesses, that will be it. Steven's officially going to go with Moon Knight. Well, to be honest, Steven only wasted 1 guess on it. So he still has 2 in the bank, and if he happened to call my bluff, he just scored 8 points plus a bonus point, 9 points. I think I would put him first on the leaderboard. Would that put him first on the leaderboard? That would put him first on the leaderboard, assuming none of these other people that are already at points score later on. So we'll see. We'll see at the end. Did Steven call my bluff? Was it a good idea, bad idea? We'll find out. All right, we've definitely passed the minute, so we are moving on to clue number 2, and I need to keep a tally because sometimes I get confused what clue I'm on. All right. Clue number 2 is... our featured character killed a character labeled hero in Marvel Strike Force. The hero is in the silhouettes. So the hero that our featured character killed is in the silhouettes. What reminds me while I'm waiting for a minute, Wolverine for Steven. Oh, Steven's going early. Wolverine. All right, we're moving on to clue number 3. Steven's the only one with any guesses yet, so let's move on to clue number 3. Our featured character has an attack that is unavoidable. This is a Marvel Strike Force clue. Our featured character has an attack that is unavoidable. That's a lot of characters, isn't it? It's a lot of characters. Let's see if you guys can put the puzzle together. Steven says Black Bolt. And Steven, you are officially out. 3 clues and you are out. And I can't go back, but the clue is that our featured character killed a character that is labeled hero in Marvel Strike Force. I didn't say our featured character is a hero. I said the character that he killed in the comics is labeled hero in Marvel Strike Force. Fantastic Fatness says Magneto. So let me know, because I got to move on. So let me know as quick as you can. Magneto. All right, Magneto. All right, we're on to clue number 4. Clue number 4 is our featured character has 2 main arch nemesis. One is a character not in Marvel Strike Force. The other is a group that is in Marvel Strike Force. Our featured character has 2 main arch nemesis. One is a character not in Marvel Strike Force. The other is a group that is in Marvel Strike Force. All right, Neterin says Zemo. This is clue number 4. We still have 4 clues to go. Ooh, silence from the crowd. Oh, Sabretooth from Valhalla. All right, 1 minute has passed. We are moving on to clue number 5, and that is, in the comics, our featured character's parents were killed by a character labeled hero in Marvel Strike Force. In the comics, our featured character's parents were killed by a character labeled hero in Marvel Strike Force. And Cable for Fat Boy. All right, make sure no one else is out yet. Double check my roster. Nope, we're good. All right, guys, we are moving on to clue number 6. Clue number 6 is our featured character has appealed. Start over. Our featured character has appeared in titled comics such as Fantastic Four and X Factor. Our featured character has appeared in titled comics such as Fantastic Four and X Factor. Any other guesses? No one other than Steven is out. Everyone else still has guesses remaining. Info Dealer says Namor. All right, clue number 7 it is. In the comics, our featured character has operated a nightclub. In the comics, our featured character has operated a nightclub. We only have 1 clue left after this. 1 clue after this. You guys got less than a minute on the clock to get your guesses in, or we'll move on to our very last clue. Ooh, I need a Jeopardy theme song. I really need to invest in a Jeopardy theme song. Ooh, no one's gonna guess on this one? Ooh, interesting. Everyone's gonna wait for the last clue. We're moving on in 5 seconds. Oh, there it is. Mr. Sinister for the Info Dealer. Info Dealer, that is your 3rd and final guess. I mean, I don't consider this one. I'll give you a clue. I don't consider this one a trick question, but one of the questions I did give you guys was a trick question. All right. Anyways, guys, we're moving on. It's definitely been past a minute. I wrote down all the guesses we had in. We're going to move to our last clue. Our very last clue is, it took 52 years for our featured character to get a solo comic book series. It took 52 years for our featured character to get a solo comic book series. And with that, you guys have 1 minute or until I'm done writing down all the guesses, and this will be over. So just to clarify here, our character was introduced to the Marvel comic book readers 52 years prior to getting their own solo comic book series. No one wants to take a shot at the dark in this one? All right, guys, I'm moving on in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Silver Surfer, Neterin. All right, guys, as soon as I'm done writing this stuff down, it will be the end. So get it in, because as soon as I'm done writing it, it will be over. And I'll take down any guesses while I'm still writing. Silver Surfer for Neterin. Neterin, you are officially out. D-Man says Doc Ock. All right, and no other guesses in. That will officially end it. It is time to find out Who's that character? And I'm happy to say we do have winners today. We do have some winners today, guys. The featured character of today is Black Bolt. The featured character today is Black Bolt. All right, so let's go through all the clues so you guys can understand more about Black Bolt. You were so confident with Magneto. All right, so Black Bolt's in the top 30% of all characters in usage, scores a 48 in my resource management data, ranks 55 out of 198 characters currently in the game. We'll show you guys his player card when we get to the end. Let's move on. Nope, first up, our feature. Let's make sure I'm not missing any clues. All right. Our featured character killed a character labeled hero in Marvel Strike Force. The hero is in the silhouettes. Yeah, info dealer, that was a trick question. Black Bolt killed his own parents. that was a trick question. Oh, I'm glad you got that. Yep. Oh, let's see. All right. So anyways, our featured character. So Black Bolt, if you guys don't know this, Black Bolt killed Cyclops in the comics. It was, so I read in a couple of different sources. It was a little unclear of exactly. One source said he was framed, and another source just seemed like he just did it outright. But it doesn't seem like it was intentional. I'm just telling you guys, he killed Cyclops. So he was responsible for Cyclops' death. In the comics, they have resurrected Cyclops since that event, but yeah. Yeah, I did give it away at the end of beginning of stream accidentally. Luckily, there was only 2 of you on at the time. Our featured character has an attack that is unavoidable. That is true. His special is unavoidable. Our featured character has 2 main arch nemesis. One is a character not in Marvel Strike Force. The other is a group that is in Marvel Strike Force. So one of his arch nemesis is his brother. I want to say Maximum, not in Marvel Strike Force, but yeah, in the comics, he's been the main villain of Black Bolt for a long time. And the other is a group that is in Marvel Strike Force, Maximus. Yeah, the group is Kree. He has a lot of crossover with the Kree. So yeah, that's those 2. Yeah, no, Black Bolt first showed up in a Fantastic Four comic book. So yeah, anyways, let's go to the next one. In the comics, our featured character's parents were killed by a character labeled hero in Marvel Strike Force. This is true because Black Bolt accidentally killed his own parents. So yeah, Black Bolt is the person labeled hero that killed his own parents. So that was the one where I was like, yeah, it's a trick question, but it's true. This is the one that made you think it was Magneto. Yeah, Inhumans versus X-Men. Yeah, I think that's where Cyclops died. I think that's where he died. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a big comic book person. I do a lot of research. Let's move on. I'll read just some of the clues that didn't make the cut, but I do have some other clues that didn't make the cut. Our featured character has appeared in title comics such as Fantastic Four and X Factor. I didn't want to say this character debuted in Fantastic Four, so I kind of left it vague. He also did appear in X Factor comics. He has a lot of crossover with mutants. A lot of crossover mutants there within the Inhumans. I found that out when doing my research. So I felt like I could have easily teased you guys into like thinking it was a mutant character because like they had a lot of crossover with the mutants. And also this was a I have to go back through and make sure I didn't miss this, but this was so sometimes in the silhouettes I like to give you guys clues. So I added Captain Marvel here as a Kree for a previous clue. I didn't want to put a Kree on the group clue, but I did want to put a Kree somewhere on the slide, so I put Captain Marvel because I know you guys were hunting for a hero. I wanted to make sure that I did have a hero showing. All right, so next up, in the comics, our featured character has operated a nightclub. Yeah, Black Bolt operated a nightclub called the Quiet Room. I want to say it's called the Quiet Room, where people could come and negotiate whatever and not be worried about anything shenanigans going down. He did that for a limited period of time. Let's see. It took 52 years for our featured character to get a solo comic book series. That is true. Black Bolt didn't get his own comic book series until sometime in the 2000s, even though he like showed up back in the 60s. And I think I missed something. Did I miss something? Yeah, I missed something. There's Cyclops. That was the clue. He killed Cyclops. That's Cyclops right there. Did I miss anything else in the silhouettes? I know there wasn't as much in the silhouettes, and I did want to add an Inhuman. So the Miss Marvel thing, I did it. So I kind of was my clue for that. I was going for an Inhuman today by putting Miss Marvel here, but not showing. I didn't want to put Crystal or Karnak or anything like that. I wanted to make sure that it was somewhat pretty vague. That's the whole entire point of a dealer, make you guys think of something else. So what didn't make the cut? So here's some other clues that I wrote down that didn't make the cut for this one. One of the clues was going to be our featured character is an Illuminati member. I felt like maybe Black Bolt isn't as well known as an Illuminati member. That was one of the ones. It was, if I was going to add it, it was going to be the very last clue. Our featured character is an Illuminati member. So that one didn't make the cut. The number 4, which is a whole entire ordeal, or I should say number 4 on my list that didn't make it on. The brother of our featured character has a thing for our character's wife. That was going to be a clue. The brother of our featured character has a thing for our character's wife. Yeah, Black Bolt's brother had a thing for Medusa. And by the way, another thing I found researching out is Medusa and Black Bolt are cousins. So Black Bolt married his cousin. Just saying. And then the third one, who's also there, yeah. So the very last clue that I didn't make it in that I have written down is, oh yeah, what if series our featured character is the one that destroys the alien symbiote that bonds with Spider-Man. That was gonna be a clue. In a what if series, our featured character is the one that destroyed the alien symbiote that bonds to Spider-Man. It's to preserve the royal bloodline. So that was the 3 clues that didn't make it on, that I had written down as possible clues to give today. All right. Yeah, we also do this on Monday too. We do this 2 times a week. And I post them on YouTube. So if you don't catch it and you want to see it on YouTube, you can see it on YouTube. I do cut out a lot of the filler stuff on YouTube. I try to edit it down. Oh yeah, we didn't look at the player card. So the player card for Black Bolt looks like this. He unlocks Mebony Mall. I still recommend him for all 3 daily challenges that he is useful for. He can be used in 3 different sections of campaign, so not a whole lot usage there. And has use in Dark Dimension. Not a lot of people take him for Dark Dimension, but some people have. And that's Black Bolt. That's Black Bolt in a nutshell for his use in the game.